Hello, and welcome to the next episode of the Spirit and Soul Podcast. I am your host, Tiffany Cohen, and today we're talking all about one of my favorite manifesting days of the year, and that is Lionsgate. So, we're going to talk today a little bit about Lionsgate, why there's a little controversy around Lionsgate, and how you can tap in really like the biggest ways possible for you. So, Lionsgate is said to be this portal that opens up on August 8th, so 8/8. And it opens up, and it is said that when Sirius was in the sky, so Sirius is considered the spiritual sun. Okay. And when Sirius, it's basically the time when Sirius aligns with our sun, and then our sun and Sirius align all together. And what that creates, and the sun is in Leo, by the way. So it's Lionsgate because Leo is the sign for Leo is lion. And they line up in a really cosmic, powerful alignment. Now, what happens is it is said that in ancient Egypt that there were deep alignments that happened within the pyramids. There were alignments with basically what would happen is when Sirius would rise above the horizon first is when they knew that abundance was coming because the Nile River would flood. So 8/8 is associated with abundance. It's associated with manifestation because during this time, the Nile would overflow. It would help out all the crops, and it was like amazing for them. So that is like the deeper meaning as to why. Now, when a cosmic portal opens up, and you hear, people talk about portals all the time. If you follow anybody in the spiritual space, everybody's usually talking about different portals and things opening. And a lot of them has to do with numerology, right? So even if we look at the numerology of Lionsgate, is eights, and eights are all about abundance and infinity, right? Like bringing abundance into infinity. It's also about flow. Again, we're thinking Nile River, right? So we have that flow happening here. We have all this beautiful energy happening all at once. And now I want to kind of talk about like the elephant in the room when it comes to Lionsgate, because there are so many astrologers and so many people that don't believe in Lionsgate. And at the end of the day, I always say this: you have to know what your own truth is. And you have to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't believe in Lionsgate, that's fine. Don't believe in it. You know what I mean? Like astrologers are like, oh, this never happened, and it's just a date on the calendar. Nothing really, truly, from an astronomical standpoint, nothing actually really did happen. And the thing is that like also there's no like measurable, like even when you do have any kind of portals in the sky, there's no like NASA saying, oh, it's this and this portal opens up. No. But at the end of the day, there is a belief system. So like you can say this didn't happen, this did happen, this didn't happen. The fact is that we weren't there. The fact is that we were not there. We did not witness it, see it, and that's it. Now, if the ancient people of Egypt, of like the Mayan times, if they all believed in this, that to me right there is making me just like lean in a little bit more. But also, I'm under like the feeling of who cares? Who cares if it happened, if it didn't happen? What I don't put so much energy into like, I'm going to prove it, because I'm a big believer in Lionsgate. And I'm not going to sit here and say to anybody, like, you better believe it. And this is why, and like get so emotional about it. And I'm telling you right now, you have a lot of astrologers, you have a lot of people in the spiritual space saying, no, this didn't happen, that didn't happen. And I'm going to say, that is your truth. Like, honey, have your truth. I don't know why you got to get so mad about it. I really don't. Like, why are you so mad and so deeply passionate about disproving something when so many people believe in it? And in that right you are in a portal. Right then and there, you have a huge consciousness of people that believe, that have seen manifestations come to life during this time in this portal. And let those people be. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, if they're believing in it and things are coming true in their life, why are you going to dampen that for somebody that's seeing massive change in their life, that has manifested something really big? So when you tap into Lionsgate energy, whether it happened, whether it didn't happen, it doesn't matter. You have a huge consciousness of people that do believe, that have seen the magic that happens with it. And that to me is enough. That to me right there is my belief system. Now, I am a believer in it. I would never push that on anybody, but I'm a huge believer in it because I've seen amazing things happen during Lionsgate. And Lionsgate is a longer portal than just 8-8. It actually opens up a little bit more than it's like maybe I think like a week before and a week after or 2 weeks before, whatever it might be. And already in this time period, like, I am not joking, like, my dad won the lotto. And it was like after he mentioned something to me, like he didn't win like the jackpot, but like he won a large number. And he's like, oh, I need some, he like came over and he's like, I need some Lionsgate juju. Like, I need some, like, I'm like, okay, all right, we'll do something. Like, I'll bring some things home, like whatever. And we started kind of talking about it. He's like, I've already had some like good luck with it. This man has won so many things on scratchies and then playing the numbers. And like, then when he went to go cash in, because he had to like cash in and it was at a casino for like his big win, he played there and then won again. Like, and he keeps coming back. He's like, this is that Lionsgate energy. Like, he didn't know about Lionsgate a few years ago. And now that I've taught him about it and he's leaned into it, every year he leans in more and more. And this year he was on it before I was. Like, I didn't even mention it yet. And he's like, Lionsgate portal opened already. And I'm in. Like, let's do some rituals. I'm like, okay, no problem. And he won. And I'm seeing so many other things. Myself, in this Lionsgate portal, literally the day that it opened, I had a huge opportunity come my way. When I say huge, I mean huge opportunity come my way. I'm so excited about it. Everything is done and complete within that. It's coming true. I just can't say what it is yet. But I've had some things happen. And just in Lionsgate alone, like, because this is our biggest event at Spirit and Soul of the year is Lionsgate. We usually have upwards of 70 people joining both in person and virtually. It is absolutely incredible. And people, I said it last year, I'm like, I am making a big fat claim that at least two people are going to, after this whole ritual ends and this workshop ends, 2 people are going to leave here with the thing that they were manifesting coming true, or at least like they're like, it's leading down that direction. Like, somebody emails or they're going to get a text message or whatever it is. And I am not joking, 3 people left with their manifestations actually coming true. We've had so many people, just even from Spirit and Soul. We had Gabby, we had Erica, both manifest their weddings, so getting proposed to. We've also had manifesting babies, and those babies are here now. We're on their way. We're looking at Erin here. Erin was manifesting at the last Lionsgate that she would get pregnant after a long fertility journey, and now she's pregnant and she's due any day now. So it's really magical when you just lean in, when you just tap in. So what I'm going to say is this: Lionsgate is all about manifesting. Lean in deep, lean in big this Lionsgate. What do you want? don't be afraid to call the shots here, like big, wild dreams, synchronicities, true, like look for the synchronicities. Be a part of the manifestation, embody it all now, because I'm telling you now, this energy you don't want to miss. So even if you're just like, I don't know if I believe in Lionsgate, I do believe it, I don't believe it, it doesn't matter. Just lean in to manifestation right now. In this portal, lean in and see what starts to happen. See what starts to happen in this energy, and see what happens as things start to open up for you. Even your healing process, right? Really dive into your healing here to start to clear out any energies, clear out any emotions, anything that is tied to what could be holding you back from your manifestations coming true. And like, here's the thing. This is what we do in the Lionsgate portal at the shop. So if you haven't signed up, I mean, as of right now, I'm recording this on Monday and our Lionsgate is on Friday. This will come out Wednesday. I can't guarantee anything. I think right now we only have 7 spots left in person. We still have virtual, but in person, there's only 7 spots left. And that 7 spots, I actually added 5 to it because I knew that we were already on the weekend and I knew that we were going to need more people and more space, that everybody was going to still want to join. So I added 5 more on top of that. So those spaces are going really fast. So I would check the website, sign up. Even if you can't get in person, do virtual. We actually have people flying in from Florida and all these different places, driving in, coming in to participate in Lionsgate because they know the magic that we're bringing. So I would try to sign up if you can and be a part of this, because when people manifest together, the energy, like I'm telling you, it multiplies so fast and so much, and you're in that portal. We're creating a portal within a portal. So when you're manifesting like that, you're manifesting from really powerful places. Now, what I really love about Lionsgate is that we are truly tapping into this Stargate energy. And the Stargate energy means that there's a cosmic alignment that's happening. Now, what we're going to be doing in the Lionsgate workshop that we're having on Friday is we are going to create our own Stargate within us. And that's going to be so powerful, so powerful. So I cannot wait to do this with you guys. And it is just a magical time. We're going to really lean into numerology, looking at it from different perspectives. Gabby, who always does Lionsgate with me, she is really leaning into something so powerful that she's going to do with you guys. And I just can't wait. I cannot wait to do this. We're preparing, actively preparing as it is. And if you can't make it in person, you can't make it virtually, no problem. What you should be doing is at the very least, lighting a candle. Frank actually did make some Lionsgate candles, so you can get your hands on those. But light a candle, write out your manifestations, lean into this energy. If you have any of the oils, like the rocket oil or manifested oil or anything in that realm, Frank also did make a special Lionsgate oil, as he does every year. But use that energy. If you're manifesting money, spray the money spray, like whatever it is for you that's going to start to help to hold a frequency steady, that's going to be really helpful. And of course, don't forget your crystals, because your crystals are going to help to hold the energetic frequency really steady for you, especially if you're working with clear quartz. It's going to hold that frequency really, really steady. And when you're holding that frequency steady, you can accomplish more because it's holding that frequency for you, where you with your emotions cannot, you with your limiting beliefs cannot. Okay. So it's going to help you to do that. So using crystals like clear quartz, using crystals like pyrite, citrine. If you have a Lionsgate, it's called Lionsgate quartz, which is a mix of golden healer and pyrite. Amazing. If you have one of those, that's one of my favorites to use, especially during this time, but just in general, I love that. But really leaning into like fire and ice quartz, clear quartz is going to be really helpful. Okay. So working with this energy, stepping into your manifestations, writing them all out, and then build a plan. So not just saying like, I want this like really big dream and then kind of leaving it there. What are you going to do to get that thing? What are you going to do? What is the work that you're going to have to put in? What is the goal in between there? Like what is like a goal post that you could use and say, okay, if I get this far, then I know I'm partially there. And then on top of it, set your daily standards. What are your daily standards? The things that you are going to do, you are not going to miss. Okay. That if and when your manifestation comes true, you know it's because you said it and you did all of these things. It makes it inevitable. When you start to set the daily standards towards the things you want to manifest, towards the goal, that's when you truly make it that it's inevitable that it will come true, because you have mapped it out, done the work, and you've done the work every single day consistently. And remember, consistency compounds. So that is the ritual. If you cannot make it to the Spirit and Soul Lionsgate workshop, which I highly suggest you do, jump on it now. If you can't make it, then do this type of ritual on your own. And just saying too, anything that anybody puts out there on Instagram, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's in emails, whether you just have, hear people talking about it, I really, really want you to use your discernment. Use your own discernment. Come to your own conclusions. Like come to your own conclusions about what you think is true. And how does it feel for you in your body? Truth, Kathleen Cameron always says that truth feels like truth in your body. And when you hear something and it doesn't feel like truth, you know it. Like you know it in your body when something is not your truth. So like sit with it for a little bit, and then also understand that everybody has their own truth. And we can be respectful of that, right? Like you can have a differing opinion and truth than me, and I can still respect your truth. And I can still allow you to feel good in your truth, regardless of if it's different than mine. So be respectful, because I know that also when people say these things about Lionsgate, it's not true, it's not this, it's fake, blah, 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 blah. Like we just saw posts today and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't know. It just like, it just makes me laugh because they're so passionate about it that it makes me laugh. Like they have to so disprove it, like disproving, and they're angry about it. Like, I don't know. I'm not angrily trying to prove it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying this is my truth, and I can respect their truth because to them, maybe astrologically, things don't line up for them, and that's okay. That's okay. But for me, it does. And for me, I'm making the choice to believe it because I would like to believe that magic exists everywhere, and I'm going to tap into magic whenever and wherever I can. And that's that. So I hope that you enjoyed this short little episode of the Spirit and Soul podcast. I hope that you join us for Lionsgate, whether you're virtual or in person. Even if you have to watch the replay. You're still in that energetic frequency for at least another week after Lionsgate. So even if you can't make it that day, you're still in it. Okay. And that's it. I will see you hopefully at Lionsgate and on the next episode of the Spirit and Soul podcast.